pitch counts, right? Some people are working with the 10s and 11s for the first time. Kids are going into player pitch, from coach pitch to player pitch. So we're gonna put on here a little chart from Pitch Smart, and it's from MLB, and it's just some guidelines and some recommendations for pitch limits, and then also like required rest recommendations. So if you take a look at it, it goes from 7 years old all the way down. Now, is this an end-all be-all? No, but it's a good gauge to help you if you're a coach, a first-time coach that's wondering what to do. This is a great chart. So we're gonna make sure that we'll put this into the comments so that you guys will have it for a later time. But it's a great way to go through if you had a game on Wednesday and your pitcher threw 95 pitches and he's an 11-year-old, how many days off should he have, or how many days rest before he pitches again? Or you're in the middle of a weekend and he threw 16 pitches on Saturday. Is it okay to just come back again and pitch on Sunday? So some kids, you have to follow your gut and their arms. You have to ask them as well, because some kids can easily come right back and throw again the next day after 16 or 17 pitches, and some kids, they need a full day's rest or 2 days rest if they throw any pitches.
Yeah.
So make sure you talk to them, but it's a really good gauge and sheet. I would highly recommend that you just make a copy of it, put it in your bag, and use that, 'cause I think it really helps.
Yeah. I actually screenshot that and I just keep it in my photos on my phone just so I can always keep track of it, because I'm sure you guys are going through it too, where you play a spring league or you might be coaching rec and travel at the same time, and now all of a sudden you're jumping right into tournaments on the weekend. So it's really good to just have that. I think it's important to watch the rules and regulations from week to week, because depending on what tournament you're in, depending on what state you're in, the rules are always going to be different. So I always use that. I believe Perfect Game uses the same one, and we're in a lot of Perfect Game stuff, so I'm able to monitor and kind of map out the weekend on who's going to pitch when. And just to add on what Duke said, I think it's really important we look at that, and then we also monitor how many throws these kids are making in between games and what positions they're playing throughout the game. It's not just how many pitches they're throwing on the mound, but the 25 pitches they threw in the bullpen to warm up, the tennis ball, baseball in between games, the playing shortstop and catching and playing center field. There's a lot of throws that are taking place throughout the weekend. So just be aware of that and try to do your best to monitor those kids accordingly, and don't just go strictly by that and say, well, he only threw 35 pitches on Friday, but he played shortstop and he caught 3 innings, and there's a lot of throws being made. So just be cautious when monitoring that scale there.